and we should be able to take off. We aren't taking off! Now, buddy, this is a relatively common sight at airports in the wintertime. Everybody, here we've got Frosty the Snowman himself waiting on the ramp for departure. As you can see, we've got a little snowy condition. We do have a little precipitation, maybe in forms of snow. And god damn it, this airplane is completely iced out. I mean, take a look at the values up here. Here we have all the icing that has formed on our airplane while it's been sitting on the ground here in the cold conditions of Switzerland somewhere. Whatever that value means, it's way too much to be able to fly this airplane. You know, these little wings that we have right here are very, very sensitive to any obstruction, any ice that forms. Yes, these leading edges that you can see right here really want to be clear. Just like you wouldn't really want to drive a car with a frosted up windshield. Now, let's go ahead and get rid of that ice. I mean, one thing we could do is turn on the engines and then the wing anti-ice, but that genuinely would be the equivalent to turning on your frosters in your car. Way too slow, you really want to scratch or throw hot water on there. The aircraft equivalent to that is, of course, the active de-icing trucks service we can call. Check out this green fluid, a thick fluid made of glucose, which is great for the environment. We'll first get rid of the ice that we've got on here, but also proactively prevent ice from forming. I mean, it's still, you know, raining, snowing. For up to 15 minutes here on the ground, we are safe when we can see all of the values go down. Now it takes a bit of a while here. I'm just waiting. I'm speeding time up, by the way. As you can see here, now the wing is already cleared of ice, just as well as the actual fuselage itself. Now we need to take care of the engines and so on and so on and so on. All right, and now we are good to go after spraying for, what, like 20 minutes. So the active de-icing crew can go on to another aircraft. Now, trouble is that we really need to hurry up and depart because now we have around 20 minutes to take off and go because this de-icing fluid doesn't last long and is defined by the holdover time. Here we have it. It's around like 14 minutes now until we get to depart. It's relatively bad icing conditions out there, and this is why the icing is mostly done while the passengers have already boarded. Now, you know, everybody, I had a bit of an interesting idea. I'd quite like to see what happens when we don't de-ice our plane. Let's go ahead and have it sit on the ramp for a while until it ices back up, until it looks somewhat like this. Now we have reached quite the limit. Just visually, you can see that both the engine, the old fuselage, the wing, the leading edges, as well as the tail section of the aircraft is all frosted up, and also the windows. Now, we could take care of that and turn on the window heat, which is generally the defroster you have in your car. We could do that. Let's also heat up the probes, which are practically the sensors for measuring our speed. We kind of want to need that. Now, let's go ahead now and taxi to the runway with our plane that really isn't fit for flying, is it? All right, take a look at that. Now, according to this data as well, our engines themselves have also frosted up quite a bit, which is also going to reduce engine power. Yes, ice is literally the worst thing that can happen. All right, now, full backtrack. Okay, looks good. Can't really see much out of the window, do we? Let's go and take off. Full power. Come on, you can do it. All right, we are accelerating. Good. Not bad at all just yet of a start, is it? All right, let's get to me. 100 knots. Got some visual effects here in the engine. 120 knots. 130 knots. We should be able to take off. We aren't taking off. You know what? I do think it's quite a perfect time to put in an ad here. Because everybody, this video has been sponsored by War Thunder. Yes, everybody. Imagine taking control of the most iconic tanks, planes, and ships from history to modern era all in one game. Well, you don't have to imagine it because it's a reality with War Thunder. Everybody, War Thunder is this incredible game that lets you live out your combat fantasies. Available completely for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And the best part, you can now start playing right now by clicking in my link pinned in the comments or in the video description. Yes, everybody, it is true. War Thunder brings you into the heart of combat with over 2,500 detailed vehicles, from old biplanes to modern jets and tanks and stuff. But now wait, there's more. For new players or those of you who haven't played War Thunder the last 6 months, there's a massive bonus pack waiting for you across all platforms when you sign up for my link, where you get a lot of stuffs. So remember to check that out because this offer is only available for a limited time. You really don't want to miss out. So join me and millions worldwide. Click the link below and claim your bonus and show the battlefield what you're made of. Now, let's continue on with this video. Yes, just like that, we have crashed here, completely overran the runway. The flight simulator says the aircraft was carrying ice at the time of impact. Yes, one observation is definitely that icing can be quite a threat to aircraft. And, well, on a very serious note, it has already been before in several accidents. Everybody, Air Florida Flight 90 crashed into a river right after departure. A very fatal crash. Air Ontario Flight 1363 crashed after only 49 seconds because it was not able to attain sufficient altitude. Aero Air Flight 1285R was a DC-8 that stalled, crashed, and burned about half a mile from the runway. Scandinavian Airlines System Flight 751 made an emergency landing near a field near the airport. This one was not a fatal crash though. Everyone survived on board, as well as Continental Airlines Flight 1713, a DC-9 that crashed while taking off in a snowstorm, a partly fatal crash as well. Now all these accidents have in common that they're on the ground de-icing of aircraft Wikipedia page. They all had the very same cause of accident, that aircraft operators failed to remove surface frost prior to takeoff. Now, obviously, this is a very over-exaggerated experiment and probably not the most realistic. Especially these visuals are probably off, but we can get a rough idea that, damn, you really don't want to mess with ice here, do you? I guess this makes the wait at the ramp really worthwhile. Let's take off again. This is now a bit longer of a runway. We've got a good amount of ice here. Also with the pitot being affected, so yes, the airspeed that we have here is probably not going to be super realistic. Now, come on, 150 knots. We need a whole lot more knots than we would normally need to take off such an airplane. All right, there you go. Yes, everybody, we have actually taken off. This airplane now flies incredibly sluggish, but a good symptom of our problem is that we are very, very slowly accelerating and we can very barely climb out of this airport. Now we are in the heavy clouds. God, that is a lot of rain that we got here. Oh, all right, come on. Shh. It's fine. We're very much forming on more ice. All right, come on. Let's turn on autopilot. You're good. You should be just fine. Now, you have to realize this is not a very realistic scenario that we're in right now, because every normal airplane, the one that we're flying in, has anti-icing systems that could save us from such situations. Okay, I'm just waiting for something to happen now. I mean, look at how much ice we're building here. Geez, this thing is fully made out of snow now. That is quite dangerous. Oh my! We're literally falling out of the sky. We are literally now. Oh my God! This comes so fast this moment, and we are literally dead. No! I don't want to crash. That hasn't worked very well. Yes, we've literally reached that area where those wings really cannot keep on and give any more lift. Take a look at that. We're just falling out of the sky at 160 knots. Good. The aircraft was carrying ice at time of impact. So everybody, what we did here, we accumulated ice and air and fell out of the skies. That was crazy. And this can happen very quickly. It doesn't even have to be snowing or anything. You just have to be flying through moisture. Through clouds, right? Yes, I mean, get rid of the water, please. There you go. Come on. Still, we're very much accumulating ice, so we really, for the next time, want to turn on wing anti-icing as well as the probes and the window heat, and just like that, there we go, your airplane stays clear. Check this out, an ice-free airplane. Nice. So thank you guys so much for watching this iced out video. Once again, make sure to check out War Thunder in the video description in the comments, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Deram, that dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijutsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.